Hi folks, it's Eddie at Alfaman again. It's been quite a while since I did my first YouTube on the V6 3.2 Alfa GM engine. If you want to go back and look at the first short YouTube that I did, it explains a little bit about the engine. Here I am again, and I said I would strip one down for you and then rebuild it to show you how it's done. And it's not difficult, it's not even complicated, but you have to do it all in order. I just want to show you a few things before we do this. If you come over here and have a look at these cams, what I've done is I've put all the cams in my lathe and I've polished them. I've polished the journals and the lobes. I've taken these little seals out, and they're very, very important because without them you'll not get any oil pressure to the engine. So you've always got to make sure that they're okay and they are clean underneath. So if you look at the difference between one and the other, it's improved the look, but it'll also improve the performance, and it'll also cut the noise down. It's always nice to get all your components clean and spick and span before you start assembling the engine. Example, this. On this engine, it was actually clean. I've got another engine over there in bits. Well, I've thrown the block away in bits, and all this is encompassed in carbon. So anyway, this engine's been stripped, I've reassembled it, I've had the heads at the machine shop, I've put them all back together again, I've done the timing, I've done everything, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to strip it down for you so you can see how you strip it down and how you rebuild it. So the first thing to do is come next door. I'm doing another engine next door in situ. And here's a Brera with the same engine, and we're doing a cam chain with 4 new tensioners in it. In situ, I haven't taken the engine out. There's plenty of room if you come and have a look down here. There's plenty of room. What I've also done is all this was full of horrible crud. So what I've done is I have wire brushed it all down. I've washed it down with kerosene, and when we start the engine up, I'm going to get it slightly warm, and then I'm going to drain the engine oil again and clean the oil filter out again once I've got it running. So I expect lots and lots of crud to be in the sump. I'll put some good quality engine oil in there, not all the way to the top, but I will actually fill it nearly all the way to the top, run it, and then drain it off again. This isn't too bad. This engine's done 120,000 miles, but the chains are rattling in the morning, all the lights are on, with signals from the ECU that there's an unhappy engine in there with lots and lots of sensors. So, here we go. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to strip this engine down. Now, can you imagine this engine's either on your workbench or it's in your engine? So you need to start from somewhere. So what I'm going to do, I've got these locks. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you where the locks go. So over here, this lock fits in here. This lock fits in here. And this lock fits when you turn the engine around a bit to do the timing on this, and it fits in a different position. This one fits in a different position. So you've got these 3 plates. You don't need them, but it's very, very handy to have them. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to start disintegrating this chain system here. So I'll get some tools here. And I'm going to undo this tensioner on this bank first. Loosen all these. And I've taken this bank chain off. Put them all over here. It's easy. You don't even have to worry about mixing things up, because you can't mix things up because they don't fit anywhere else but where they're going. Now, do the next one. And now for the last one. and that's out. Now, if you come a bit closer, in the kit, when you buy the kit, you get this pulley and you get this pulley. So if I just zap that one out, you can see that this pulley has got a timing mark here and a timing mark just there. This pulley here has got a timing mark here and where's the other timing mark? Yeah, there is no other timing mark on that one. They are different. So you can't really get them mixed up. This pulley here has got one timing mark and the oil pump has got two timing marks on it. There's a timing mark here, and that's for this bank, and there's a timing mark here for this bank. So what we do, to start off again, okay, so you can see on these chains, there's also timing marks. They're painted. This one's the same, and the other chain is the same. Now, the tensioners, the variators have also got timing marks. So if you look over here, you've got a timing mark here for the intake, and there's another one here. Where has it gone? For the intake, and on the exhaust, there is another, it's marked exhaust, and it's marked exhaust, and there's another timing mark just over here, and there's also another timing mark as well. I suppose these variators are put on different engines because you've got a timing mark here, and a timing mark there, a timing mark here, and there's another one somewhere else. But I'm very lucky because I've got my little locking slides. So all I've got to really do is start timing this head up. I can doubly make sure I've got the timing marks in the right position. I can then get my chain. I can place it on there with the two timing marks and on the bottom one and get all that timed up. I'm going to do that now, and then I'll get back to you in a second once I've got that all done.